Hey, C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing I don't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in Week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once again, it's Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw. Fields forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
And the Bears first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Fields going to change things up here. Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Eckler again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look. Moore, the man in motion. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles kick over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyler Gordon picks it off. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Hammond. There he goes, left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
21. Eagles nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Fields changing the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Fields.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope.
Touchdown, Bears! Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return is Jones. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Off play action, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Austin Eckler, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Murray, strong running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Powers through him. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Second down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
One more time with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be off.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Bears first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Past the 20. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Bears.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bears, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Gotta go, we don't move, it's scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race.
I can teach you how to get paid.
Yeah. Run that back,
I fell
Turbo.
deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. Interstate gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they want to see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Yeah. Now they watching me on prime time. No question. Look. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to new